going? All good in the hood. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Oddballs of YouTube. It is I, Slovak Mountain Man of Gaming. And today's episode of Slovak Mountain Man, I shall be talking about something very awesome. And that is right here. Metroid Other M. Now, calm your horses, okay? Before I start, let me just say a few things. These are my opinions, you know. This is what I thought about the game. And if you have something different to say, or if you don't agree or disagree or whatever, then leave it in the comments below, you know. Because that's why they're there, so we can chat about, you know, why you didn't like the game, why you like the game, and whatever your reasons. And this isn't really like a review of the game. These are just my thoughts. So as I was playing the game, and when something came, you know, when I had an idea or whatever, as I was playing through it, I wrote it down right here. And I probably have like 3 pages, 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, maybe 3 or 4 pages right here as I played through the game and finished it. And now let's do like a little background. Here's a fun fact. I beat Metroid Prime Trilogy 1, 2, and 3. First 2 on the GameCube, third one on the Wii, and they were very awesome. And then after I beat the third one, I think like a day later, I played this one, Metroid Other M, and I got this like 2011, I think, and right now it's 2014. So I played it first time like 2013, so 2 years after I got it. It's kind of hardcore, you know. But yeah, and I got it from GameStop, and the guy, the employee there who was working, you know, I asked him like, why do people hate this game? Like, you know, like everywhere I look, like on the internet or whatever, people are always attacking this game. And he told me, you know, his reasons and stuff. And I was like, oh man, you know, that sucks, whatever. And you know, I'll explain it in a few seconds. Basically what he said was kind of correct, you know. He kind of made it sound worse than it actually was, but it wasn't. So I'll get to it in 2 seconds. But yeah, this game is very, very awesome. And let me tell you why, okay? So don't have a heart attack. Put your comments in the comments below. And also, before I begin, there might be some spoilers, you know. I might say some spoilers. So if you haven't beaten this game, go play it and then come back. And yeah, then we can chat, okay? But you've been warned, there might be spoilers, so yeah, let's begin, shall we? Now, first thing I wrote, the awesome gameplay. Yes, gameplay for Metroid Prime Other M is very, very, very awesome. You play with the Wiimote only, no need for a nunchuck. And there are 2 play styles. You hold it like this, sideways, and then it goes, how do you say it? Running, it shows it right here, 2 views. If you hold it sideways like this, Samus, or the whole like screen, the view, goes into like, let's say you're playing Super Metroid, Super Nintendo, it's like 2D style, you know, a platformer, there we go, that's what I'm trying to say. And then when you point it like this, towards the screen, it goes into first person mode, which is very awesome. And you know, you can hold the B button and then shoot your beams with A, it's really cool, or use missiles, it's awesome. So the gameplay is very, very awesome. That includes Samus having these special final attacks. It's very cool. It's like, if there's an enemy, pretend there's an enemy here, right? Here's Samus, here's an enemy, and the enemy goes towards you. If you hold, I think it's 1, and then that's to charge. If you hold charge and then press the D button, either one of the D buttons, and the enemy's coming, Samus does like this slow motion jump, and she can like dodge every single attack, you know. It's very cool. And then once she dodges like in slow motion, she can shoot her, you know, beam like. So it's very, very cool. It's like a dodge and then fire. It's very awesome. And also when you time it correctly, there's an enemy, and some enemies are different. Like some you first have to weaken before you can do this, because if you don't, then they'll just push you off. But normally, if there's an enemy, Samus, when you have your beam charged all the way, she can run up to the enemy, and then, like for example, there's one enemy where she grabs, I think, she grabs him by the head, like a wrestling move or something like this. Like here's the head, and she has her beam in this hand, and right in the face, like explodes the guy. Another enemy she jumped on top of, and then like pointed her weapon at his head, and then exploded, you know. It's very cool. Another one I think opened someone's mouth or something, one with the hand, one with the foot, you know, holding it open, and then right in the mouth. It's very, very awesome. Hardcore, you know, it's very cool. What else? Yeah, so those were the two play styles. That is the first thing I noticed. Very cool. Then, after about 3 hours of gameplay, that's when, you know, kind of the bad things started to happen. So I wrote here, the forced first person mode, it really sucks and it's confusing and it doesn't let you do anything unless you specifically target the necessary parts. So let me explain this. During the game, you know, as I said, there are two play styles. You can walk around platform style, or you can point, you know, for first person view. There's also, like, usually it's after a cutscene, you know, cutscene happens and then you're forced, like, to use the first person view. You, even if you change it like this to platforming style, it doesn't work. You have to use this, and the point of that is to, you know, like, find something on the screen. Like, for example, there's this one part where a car exploded, I think, and you're supposed to, like, point at the blood on the floor or something, but the blood was very tiny and I spent probably like 10 or 30 minutes trying to find, like, what in the world am I supposed to do, you know, like. And that wasn't the only time. This happened probably like 5 times, and it's very difficult because it didn't say anything on the screen like, yeah, point here or whatever. I was like searching, like, do I look at this guy, do I look here, like, what in the world am I doing? Yeah, it was, I didn't like that part. Maybe, you know, it's first time, maybe second playthrough it's easier, but the first time when I played it, it really sucked. It was horrible. I didn't like that. What else? This happened to me every time I had to do this first person mode. As I said, you know, every single time it was difficult. Then after that, this is probably the most hated thing I didn't like about the game right here, was that some dude, Commander Adam, if you've played this game you know who Commander Adam is, but he's telling Samus what to do and is restricting her from using her suit to the max. So he's like, I guess, commander dude, you know, in charge, whatever, of operation. And Samus, she gets like a distress call, and then she just appears on this facility, right? She's doing her own thing, and then soldiers just surround her out of nowhere. And then that's where you're introduced to the commander. Yeah, but oh, he's right here in the picture. I don't know if you can see him right there. Oh yeah, that's right. But basically, it sucks because, here, in other words, she has every weapon at her arsenal, like, from the start of the game, but because Commander Adam told Samus she can't use it, she doesn't, you know? This is, what am I saying? This extremely sucks, especially when I just finished the Metroid Prime trilogy, where exploring places were your main objective and you found weapons and suits or upgrades as you went along. So, in other words, in this game, Metroid Other M, you're talking to Commander Adam. You know, he's somewhere in the facility and you're walking around, you know, exploring and whatever. And he tells you, like, yeah, Samus, you're authorized to use your, like, ice beam or whatever. And then 2 seconds later, you know, Samus has her ice beam. And I'm like, what in the world is this? Like, she should be able to use her weapons because she has them on her. You know, like in the Metroid Prime trilogy, you had to search like the entire game or whatever, and then during some parts, you know, after you got like past a few hours in the story, you find, like, I don't know, an upgrade or a better suit or a better thing for your morph ball, and you know that made sense because you were looking for it and then you found it, and now you can go to a different area where you needed this item, kind of like Zelda, you know, like you find an item that you needed, you get the item, and now you can progress further. But in this game, Other M, that guy, Commander Adam, he's like talking to you, you know, and he's like, yeah, you can use this now, I think it's appropriate, you know. And I'm sitting there, sometimes it's like, what is this piece of junk? Because probably the game could have been shortened, probably by like half, but then that would have made it really, really short. But it could have been shortened by half if you had every single item from the start. But that's what angered me the most, this Commander Adam dude over here, like, excuse me, forcing Samus, like, he's telling her, like, what she can and can't do. It sucks. Like, she's a bounty hunter, you know, she can do whatever she wants. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know how to say, she's a strong, independent woman, and she can do whatever she wants. I don't know. Whatever, that part was, didn't like it at all. Now, next, let me just, that's in the past. let me go to some good stuff. Oh, as I just mentioned before, the slow motion dodges, they are really awesome and useful during battles. Yes, they are. Like, you can press this button as many times as you want, you know, to do the dodges, as long as you press them correctly. Like, as long as you time them correctly, then, you know, you'll dodge every single move. It's very awesome, you know, and it keeps your health up, you know, if you don't get attacked. Also, if you do this, like, you hold B and A, and then you fling the controller up like this. Samus, I think she holds her hand like this, and then you charge your missiles. So, unlike the Metroid Prime trilogy, in this game you can charge your own missiles and then have like however missiles you have, you know, like if you collected 50 or whatever, expansion packs or whatever they're called, then you can charge it to 50, from 0 to 50 in like 2 seconds. It's very awesome. Next is, game looks very, very, very beautiful. That is correct. This is a Wii game, and it's so crazy, like how they could pull off such a, you know, pretty thing on like this system. Like, they got the most juice out of this system, and it would have been awesome if other, you know, games could do this as well. The first game that like my mouth opened, I was like, oh man, I didn't, like, this is a Wii, how could they do this, you know? Like, the first game that made me do that was Mario Galaxy 1. Still, to this day, I'm like amazed, like, that game is beautiful. Similar to this. And, talking about Mario Galaxy, E3 is next week, so please, Nintendo. Oh, well, I don't know when I'm gonna put this video up, but I'm talking about E3 2014 is next week, so if they announce Mario Galaxy 3 for the Wii U, pre-order right here. Oh man, that'd be so awesome, but very pretty. Yeah, this game is very, very beautiful. Like, the cutscenes are gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's very pretty, like, graphics are awesome. The controls are fluid and easy to use. I agree. Like, you can walk around as you want, you know, like jump, whatever, shoot, do your thing. Pointing is very easy too. The only thing that was frustrating, as I said before, was the forced, you know, first-person modes. What else? The boss battles are very challenging and have taken a few tries to do. Yeah, it's very... Wait, what did I put? Taking a few turns to beat them. Yeah, at times. That is true. Boss battles, like, the bosses, usually they're huge, like, creatures or whatever. And, oh man, it was insane. Like, first try, you know, you're like, what in the world? This isn't... Like, what am I doing? Nothing's going on. And then you die, and then, you know, after maybe like the 4th try, you're like, oh, okay, I understand now. And then you kill him, you know? It's very awesome, it's very challenging, but it's rewarding, it's so cool. Very awesome. The atmosphere, yes. Atmosphere works well with the music. Like, the music, it's kind of like quiet, you know, like it feels as if you're, you know, you're alone, because you are alone, besides, what's his name, the Commander Adam, and then some other dudes, like soldier dudes. But basically, you're Samus walking around, you know, this entire place, and, you know, it's like very quiet, you know, and then you just hear the music in the background. It's very cool. If you know, Metroid games, then you know how the music can be. Like, it's kind of dark, kind of spooky at times. Very, very beautiful. And yeah, so you feel alone and isolated. I don't mind the voice acting. Oh yes, there's voice acting in this game. I don't remember. I don't think Samus talked in the Metroid Prime trilogy, but in this one she does. And I think it suits her. I think it was pretty awesome, pretty well done, you know. Nothing over the top, nothing, you know, too cheesy. It was perfect, and I think it worked well. And the cutscenes add to the story as well. They're beautiful. If you want to see, like, I looked online, and I think the cutscenes from beginning to end altogether is like 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is pretty awesome. Next, going back to the bad thing. Like mentioned before, Adam has to give Samus his permission. Again, that's the most thing I hated. So every time it happens, I wrote it down. Really sucks. So, yeah, he has to tell Samus, like, yeah, your weapons, like, you know, I authorized you to use this, which really sucked. And what else? Even though I know of these restrictions, like, even though, you know, this has happened before, I still get, you know, mad. Because, you know, Samus should be able to do whatever she wants, because she's like, she's the best, not only like bounty hunter, but she's like the best person in the entire game. Because, you know, she's got her suit, she's awesome, she's experienced, she knows what she's doing, and she can take out any, like, not only like enemies, like monsters or whatever, she can take these dudes out, like, one slap and, so I don't know. But it's weird. Yeah. So yeah, I get a little more frustrated every time this happens, cause he can see. Oh yeah, he can see what I'm doing. So why doesn't he let me do as I want every time an obstacle appears? Let me tell you what I mean by this. For example, using the super missiles to open a door, making it easier to save more time, instead of having to walk around half the entire map and waste like 30 minutes, which could have taken 2 seconds easily. So for example, let's say I'm here, right? And then there's a door here. Pretend this is the door. And when I do the, first person mode, I scan it and it says, super missiles, you need super missiles to go through. And basically, I'm scanning it, I'm like, I don't have super missiles yet. And this guy, Commander Adam, he knows, like, how would he know, what is it? What am I trying to say? Unless he couldn't see what I'm seeing or hear what I'm hearing, then how does he know when to authorize my items, you know what I mean? So, for what I mean by this is that I'm standing here and I'm looking at this door, and he can clearly see this door as well, or he knows what I'm scanning. So he could have said, okay Samus, I let you use the super missiles. He could have said that and everything would have been okay, but he didn't until like a lot later in the game. So instead of taking 2 seconds to walk from here to here, here's where I have to get right through this door, I had to go like all the way around, just to get to the same point. And I'm like, what in the world is this, If he just let us use the weapons from the start, it would have been awesome. Oh, this video is going to be kind of long, but whatever. I'm going to say everything I need to say, okay? In-depth thing. Okay, this... Oh, yeah. At first, this was kind of weird, but here, let me tell you. Dude, this guy named Anthony, he's pretty cool. He's like Samus's friend in the game. It's very awesome. He's also another soldier, and he keeps calling Samus Princess. And, I thought it was kind of funny at first, but then it gets kind of weird at times. As I played the game more, as I went through the story, I got used to it. It is pretty funny. It's kind of awesome to see that Samus has a friend, because in the other games you don't see this. She's usually alone, so you don't know like what is she feeling or whatever. But it's very awesome to see like she has a pal. It's cool. And what reminded me, like whenever he says princess, I always thought of from the Legend of Zelda 80s cartoon. The excuse me princess. I thought that was really funny. But yeah, Anthony, he was with Samus when she joined, I think I don't know what it was called, the military place. Commander Adam was the commander, and Samus was there when she was young. You can see her right here. And whatever, and Anthony was there too, so I guess that's where they became pals. And yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know a lot about the backstory of Samus or something, but, that's what I got from this game. Another thing that was weird, as I mentioned, even though Samus is younger from some of the cutscenes, and I guess she was in training, that's what they said, she was in training. It's kind of strange to see her feminine side. She wasn't confident or independent during a lot of the cutscenes where she was standing with Commander Adam. Everyone else, giving him thumbs up. Like he says, like, yeah, what do you think about this, mission or whatever? Their thumbs up. And Samus, she's always putting thumbs down. And when she talked, sometimes it was like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I think it was maybe because she hasn't been out, she hasn't experienced her battles yet or whatever, so she wasn't as confident as she is, older. But still, I thought it was kind of weird a little. And also, I don't know what the backstory is, but I thought I read somewhere that Samus was trained by aliens or something, and she got her suit from there, or I don't know how this goes, so it's kind of confusing how she like instead of the aliens or whatever, she was trained by these dudes. I don't know. That's why I read somewhere, so I'm not sure. What else is confusing? Oh, yeah. Ridley? Yes. Ridley is a terrifying creature. And it's understandable that Samus shows fear towards him. But what was going on with her suit suddenly disappearing? Yes, there was this cutscene where Ridley first appears. Oh man, so awesome. So Ridley appears, right? Just out of nowhere, and then Samus, she's like, she's shaking like, what in the world's going on, you know? And then her suit just like starts disappearing. I was like, what in the world's going on, Samus? Like, come on, you faced creatures like a million times bigger or whatever. But I guess also, like a little spoiler, I read somewhere that Ridley killed Samus's parents, I think. I'm not sure. I have to play the other games to find out probably. But that's why I think that happened. And maybe that's why she's scared of Ridley, you know, but who wouldn't be? Because this guy's like the terrifying dragon, you know. Also, can't wait to play as Ridley in Smash Bros. I know he's going to be in there, even though they didn't say anything in that trailer. You see his shadow. He's going to be in there. You know he's going to be in there. It's so cool. But yeah, I know he's, you know, terrifying creature, but yeah, I don't know, that was just weird how her suit just disappears. And then when Anthony, you know, falls into the lava, she gets angry and then just, you know, now her confidence is back. Whatever. Next, awesome, very, very, very awesome thing that happened was the battle with Ridley. And I think it was Metal Ridley. I don't know. He turned like, he was Ridley, he was purple, and then he just turned all black, which is kind of hardcore to see. But it was so cool. It was one of the best moments in the game so far. And this is what Metroid should have been from the start. That's what I thought from, you know, as I was playing to this point. That's before I beat the game. But man, that battle was so awesome. I had to play it a few times. Like, really? And the music, man, it was perfect. You're Samus, you know, running around, and Ridley's like flying. He's using his tail. You're running around. He's using his tail to try to stab you. You can either run away or try to dodge every single stab. It's hardcore. Then he goes on the floor. He does like a tail swipe, or sometimes he runs and like tries to charge at you. And if he gets you, he'll grab you, drag you along the wall, you know, and then hold you like this while his mouth slowly opens, and then he's getting ready to charge. If you don't press quick enough, he's gonna shoot you like flames, and then game over. But while his mouth is open, you can point at his mouth, charge your beam, and then fire right in the face. It's very, very awesome. It's so cool. That battle was hardcore, man. And ever since that battle, I was excited for Ridley. I'm like, wow, I never knew he was such an awesome, you know, like character. I don't know, he was awesome. So, as I said, in Smash Bros, I can't wait to see him. Also, another thing that was good was, oh yeah, Samus finally takes control of her suit. It was a little after the Ridley battle. As she chases down a mysterious soldier she calls the leader, who was supposedly, you know, killing off every soldier in the facility place one by one, you know. So she doesn't know who he is. And then Adam, he's nowhere to be found. He just disappears out of nowhere. So I'm like, oh man, Adam, how could you? You know, you traitor. What are you doing? So yeah, there was this part. Did I put it here? I don't think I put it. Where like she's, what was it? After Ridley, she's listening like, Adam, are you there? Are you there? And no response. And then Samus says something like funny. She says like, yeah, do you authorize this? And then she gets like 5 upgrades like in 2 seconds, just like, why couldn't she do that from the start, you know? She just gets her powers like right there and then. Very awesome though. But the story is beginning to get like really interesting as what's her name? Madeline. Yeah, tells Samus of the Metroids and MB. As I said before, these are spoilers, so I don't know. You watched the video. I told you to stop. And then I kill the boss that has been appearing quite often throughout the game, and I get some missiles. Yeah, it was like this bug thing with huge antler things, and he's been like, he's flying all over the place. You kill him, or you're supposed to kill him, and then he runs off. And this happens like 6 times throughout the entire game. And then finally, when you take him down, you get missiles. You know, not normal missiles, but it's the missiles where you hold. They target multiple like things. So that's very awesome. And that should have been, what I put here, should have been like this from the start. You know, where you explore, defeat a boss, and get your stuff, carry on. I think that was really cool though. But then Sector 0 reveals the, what I put, Sector 0 reveal. Oh yeah, the Sector 0 reveal. Very, very awesome. When Samus, she's running in this huge like empty hallway, and then as she was running, everything is dark, and then like the lights go on, you know. It's following Samus. It's very cool. It's like one light at a time. It's awesome. And then the music starts getting intense, you know. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Then after that, I put something confusing. What I put? Why has Samus suddenly lost her suit from? Oh yes. So Samus, she's gonna go to Sector 0, you know, and inside these sectors, 0 is where the Metroids are held, right? And she's about to go there, and then someone shoots her in the back, you know, right? What am I saying? Someone shoots Samus in the back with an ice beam, and then she falls, you know, she loses her suit, and then just like on the floor, and then out of nowhere, you see that it's Adam, and I was like, what in the world? Why is it that when Adam shot Samus with this ice beam, she just like lost all her power, but when an enemy like this, what was his name? I don't know their names, but when an enemy like a huge monster shoots Samus, she only loses some health, right? She doesn't just like die or whatever, lose consciousness. I was like, what is this? I don't know, weird. But oh yeah. Then Adam, he's like, alright Samus, you stay here, I'm going with her, you don't look at me, whatever. And then Samus starts crying, I think, after Adam, because he's leaving into Sector 0. I was like, what? Like, I've never seen Samus cry before, like what the? But it's explained a little after that, like, Samus sees Commander Adam as like a father to her, which is, I thought it was kind of nice to see, like, that she can relate to someone. But yeah, like at first I was like, why are you crying, Samus? Like, what's going on? But yeah, then it makes sense, cause I guess they've been together for a very long time. Like, as I said, he's Commander Adam, and he like taught Samus, like, you know, and the rest of the people, like what they should do. It's like a galactic military place, and so I guess she like found him to be like her friend, you know, someone she can trust. So I guess father figure. I thought that was kind of cool to see, you know. Even if she cried, I thought it was cool. Yeah. But then he, you know, flies away, disappears. Hardcore stuff right there. Yeah, but, oh, yeah. During a cutscene, I think it was maybe towards the end, I'm not sure. But Samus, you know, she's got her hair down, and then she puts it up in a ponytail. And you can see her clearly wearing these heel boot things. Like boots, and their heels at the end in Other M, this game right here. So also, I see no reason why people are going crazy about her wearing these boots in Super Smash Bros. Or in Smash Bros, the new Smash Bros. Because I don't know if you know, but the dude or whatever, Nintendo, said that, you know, there are no longer characters who can switch. So Zelda can't switch to Sheik, Samus can't switch to, wait, no, Samus without her clothes, Zero Suit Samus can't switch to Samus, this one right here, where she's, you know, with her suit on. And then people are like, what in the world? Because Samus, as you can see now, she has her, you know, Zero Suit Samus, she's the blue Samus, and then she's got these heels on. And people are complaining, like, what did they do to Samus, you know? Like, they're ruining her. First Other M, and, what did you, mosquito. First Other M, and now this. And I was like, it balances her. Let me take that bad boy down. Oh, I got him. It balances her attacks or something, but I don't see why people are going crazy. I don't mind. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I really like this game, even though it has its flaws and frustrations. Everything was restored or redeemed towards the end, but that's no reason to forgive the creators for limiting Samus's abilities at the start of the game, you know? There anything here? Yeah. That was the first cutscene. Or no. That's what I said right after I beat the game. And then after you beat the game, after, you know, all the credits, there's a post game. So a game after the game. And during this part, you're allowed to collect every missile or item in the game that you missed, you know, from before. And then there's also like a secret ending and then a boss battle. I'm not gonna say who it is, but after I did this, you know, the secret ending and battle was very awesome. It was so cool. I'm glad I did it. Like, I didn't even know that was gonna happen, but it was so cool. Took me by surprise too. It starts off like after you do it, you know, the battle, whatever. You go into this room. I think that's where Commander Adam was telling Samus her stuff throughout the entire game. But you go into this room, and then it kind of starts off serious, right? Samus is walking, you know. She's like, I don't know, I'm not gonna say what she sees, but she sees something left behind from Commander Adam, and she looks at it, you know, she holds it, and she's like, you know, she's looking at it, the music is kind of sad, it's, you know, hardcore moment, and then out of nowhere, she gets interrupted by like a warning sign, you know, music is like piano something, and then meh, like 2 seconds later. I thought that was kind of funny, the timing was perfect, yeah, that was pretty funny. And then after that, you're supposed to escape the facility because it's, you know, gonna explode. And this part is very awesome. Instead of being Samus with her suit on, now you're Zero Suit Samus, like the blue Samus, and she's carrying the item, and then she has a little gun. And I'm like, whoa, this is so cool, you know, because she took her suit off as she entered the room. I guess she can transform now. But I thought that was really cool. Like, too bad that it was only during the end of the game, like secret ending. You know, it would have been a little more awesome if it was like happened throughout the game. But very, very awesome. You're running, you know, there's 5 minutes left, and you know, clock is going down before the place explodes, and you're running. You can slide, like there's doors going down, and you have to press what is it? I think A normally turns you into a morph ball, but if you press A here, you slide down and like go under the door. But it's really cool. And also you can shoot your little laser, as I said. Not laser, but like a little weapon. It's kind of like Star Fox's little beam thing. You shoot it and it can stun people. And yeah, it's really cool. And yeah, it caught me off guard, and it was extremely satisfying to see something like this. It brought a huge smile on my face because I wasn't expecting anything like this to happen. It was very awesome. Very, very awesome. And then when all that was done, you know, like when it was finished, Samus goes into her ship and it flies off, and then the place explodes and stuff, and then you get a ranking at the end, and you know, it depends on how many items you collected. I got 100%, which is really cool. And then you get a hard mode is unlocked, you know, it's now available. And then also there's a, excuse me, at the title there's the hard mode unlocked, theater and gallery modes. So as you can see here, I can start the game, or I can go to theater mode, and if you press on that, you can watch every single cutscene in the game. Or if you go to gallery mode, you can look at like concept art and pictures and whatever. It's really cool. And then, I don't know if you can hear this. Oh, right now it's, normally, it's, you hear it? Normally it's that, like the title screen for any Metroid game. But when I beat this game, you hear that piano tune as well. Right after this, you can hear the piano tune that was in the previous cutscene, which is really cool, you know, a little feature thing to add. Whew! One more thing. I played Metroid Other M first on my Wii, and then, you know, in those 8 months that I took a break from it, I transferred my save over to the Wii U. So, you know, I'm chilling on my bed, and then I can play like this while I'm sitting here, because the screen is very cool. I just move the table here and I'm watching and playing instead of having to turn my head towards the TV, you know. You know, if you play like that for many hours, your neck starts dying. It's very whatever. But I thought that was really cool. And yeah, and I beat it like that. And then, you know, I recorded it, I streamed it on Twitch. You hear it? The piano? Very awesome, like, touch. You see? Very cool. So, wow, this video was almost like 35 minutes long. Woo! I don't know if I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I probably will, you know, in the future maybe. Who knows? Just like a little video if anyone wants to see. But thanks for watching my video. These were my thoughts on Metroid Other M. I'm just gonna like put it together in a minute right now. So my final thoughts. Metroid Other M doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. It is a very awesome game. It's beautiful. Gameplay is fluid. It's awesome. Music is beautiful. It works well with the atmosphere. The story is well done, you know. It's engrossing, as they say, you know, like at first it's like, what in the world's going on? And then it's like, oh man, something's about to happen, like something crazy, right? And it's very awesome. It's awesome. The battles are challenging. The bosses are hardcore. What else? Only thing that frustrated me was Commander Adam at the beginning. Like, it's explained later, but that's no excuse. I still hate it. Even after beating this game, I didn't like what they did right there. That they restricted Samus from using all her like weapons and upgrades that she got from, I guess, the previous games. You know, she worked hard to get those, and you know, she's restricted just because one guy says she can't use it. I don't know, I didn't like that. And then also the forced first person mode, I didn't like that either. But in other words, this game is very awesome. It doesn't deserve all the hate it gets. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst thing yet either. For any Metroid fan, I say play this game and then, you know, make your own decision. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And also, I recommend playing. This is how I played it. I played the Metroid Prime trilogy and then I played this, and it's very different because in those games it's all first person, and then in this game it's mixed between platform and first person. So I played those games and then this game, and I love this game. You know, I liked it. I really do. So I don't think I'd recommend playing this first. Maybe first see what like the other Metroid games are before you get into this one. I don't know, because they're different and it's very cool to see, you know, what they did with the series. But thanks for watching. You know, this video has been going for quite a while. I hope the audio is still going because my batteries are a little low. But you know, whoever watches this, you know, leave your opinions in the comments below. Did you agree with what I'm saying? Did you disagree? Were there other things that you didn't like about the game? Or, you know, did I forget to mention something? But whatever, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. You know, take a yonder at my other videos. I make gaming videos. I'm a gaming channel. Action videos. I'm a action channel. Forgot what I was gonna say. So thanks for watching. Take a yonder at my other videos, because I'm gonna make like videos like crazy. You know, I have so many games here. I got many new things, and I can talk about those too. I also beat many games, so I can talk about that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time on another episode. See you later. Also, leave your like suggestions below, like what should I talk about, or did you like this type of video, these long videos? Because sometimes I just don't want to like edit it, so, you know, like jump cuts or whatever, because it doesn't convey what I'm trying to say. That rhymed. It doesn't, how do I say this, it's better, like, you know, the timing of my voice, whatever I say, it's exactly as I want to say it. So if I cut it, it might sound different. I don't know how to say that, but I hope you like these videos. If you don't, put in the comment, should I make them shorter? Should I actually review this game, like somehow? I'm not sure. Like make it like 10 minutes or something? Or was this fine? Because these are just my thoughts on the game. So I hope you like it. Yeah, I might do this similar with other games. Thanks for watching. See you next time.